Everybody, Rabbit back here with a new video. This time I'm just gonna have you guys take a look at all my 5 to 6 inch scale import figures. A couple smaller ones peppered in there, but I figured instead of music it's really not too many, so I'll just go over them. Got the 1995 SH Monster Arts Godzilla. This is my only Godzilla figure, but will not be my last. And behind him is the Yamaguchi Revoltech Deadpool. I really do love the Revoltech line. And the Yamaguchi figs, I know they're not for everybody, but I really enjoy them. You get the Magneto, the Carnage. Try to get close up a little bit on these without knocking anything over. In front of Carnage you have the Revoltech Daimajin figure. It's from an old Japanese movie where a statue praised as a god comes to life and he ends up killing bad guys. This is pretty much it. It's really good though. Here's the Revoltech Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know, alternate paint version I suppose. They did a more Jurassic Park paint, and that was always the more expensive one. Behind him, got the young Naruto figure. I'm not a huge anime guy. Pretty much my friend is the one obsessed with it. Earlier into collecting, we went halves on the figure. It is a nice figure. They've made some real nice ones since. And I was always on the fence about getting others because I'm not really into the show. And then there's the Yamaguchi Revoltech Wolverine. Absolutely love that figure. Behind him is the Venom. Another awesome figure. See the Carnage and the Venom together look great. And then there's the Revoltech Leonardo. I had only ended up getting one of these. This was back when they very first released. I do want to pick up the rest now that they're back to being a normal price. Up front is my pride and joy, my Flyboy figure, Steven and Dawn of the Dead. One of my favorite movies of all time. And you get the machete zombie head that you can interchange. So next to him is the Sadako figure from the original Ring, the Japanese one. I'm a fan of the American and the Japanese Ring. She comes with a TV and the VHS tape. And you can pop her apart and put her in the screen like she's crawling out, which is just awesome. So then in the very back, web slinging, is the Yamaguchi Revoltech Spidey. Fantastic figure, one of my favorites. I cannot wait for the Mafex comic Spidey. That and the Venom look to be just, I don't know. They look, they look that good. I don't even have words. Can't wait. Then in front of him is my SH Figuarts Shadow Trooper. This is a really nice figure. But this one really is nice. And in front of him is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Mafex figure. This figure had a lot to live up to, though, because the first Amazing Spider-Man figure, which you see behind him, was such a great figure. And it was on this Part 2 version that I think the real QC issues, alongside some of the earlier Batman releases, they really were showing QC issues at that point. But honestly, other than the shoulders popping out a little easy, of course they pop right back in, and there's really no other issues I have, other than I was just disappointed to see it did get a metallic finish, because that's just not accurate. In front of him is the Revoltech Spider-Man 3 figure. I think this is based off 3. This is, for an old figure, this is great. I mean, it's got great posability, really nice accessories. Then we have these two small figures. These are actually Revoltech as well. Well, I think Kyoto, which is a branch of Revoltech. These are great. These are slightly articulated, but sculpted in a way where, you know, you could get a few poses out of them, which is nice. The one there comes with the web with a magnet on it that swivels at the top, and then this one comes with a little piece of wall. They were like $7, and there's a couple more out there: Venom, Ultimate Green Goblin, Black Suit Spidey, and I am definitely trying to track those down without spending a lot. Behind those is the really, really, really amazing figure, the Homecoming Mafex. By this point, Mafex has surpassed SH Figuarts in a lot of aspects. At least comparing it directly to the Homecoming SHF, this one is what did it for me, and I have zero issues with it. The joints are nice and tight, but movable, and it's just super, super accurate. And I'm looking forward to the Iron Spidey. And behind him is the first Amazing Spider-Man from Mafex. This figure is one of my favorites. I still really love this movie and that suit. As crazy as it is, I still really, really love it. So, then in the back there, I have the Revoltech Boba Fett. I think this is a pretty awesome figure. It's definitely not my favorite Boba Fett, but I remember getting a really good deal on it, and I had tons of Revoltechs at that point, and I thought why not have a Star Wars mixed in. The sculpt really is very accurate, and so is the paint. It's just the joints, which I can obviously get past. So then moving up, we have the Storm Collectibles Erm Ack. Yeah, I really do like this figure. Very, very nice. I have some issues with the overall line. I really kind of was disappointed. I was kind of disappointed that the ninjas don't look more like the proportions in the game, and that I kind of still want super screen accurate, you know, realization MK1, MK2 figures, going off the people who actually portrayed the people in the game, the actors. I think that could still be done. But for a general kind of figure that reproduces the character, it really is super nice. I am going to be careful trying not to stress the fingers, because I have heard the paint can peel. Very nicely made, and I do love Erm Ack. I love the glowing eyes under some black light, and the effects and everything are great. I do have the Goro on pre-order. And then up in front here, we have this awesome, awesome figure from Mafex, the Scarecrow from Batman Begins. And this is just a 5-star figure. Moving on up front over here, we have the SH Figuarts Rock, another one I recently got. And yeah, again, these are very nice figures. I know the Triple H I'll probably gonna get, but he just looked a bit too small. And why in the world would they make Modern Kane? And even though the Undertaker figure looks great, and I might even still get that, you know, again, why do Modern Undertaker? But I am still going to get the Stone Cold. That one looks just as good as this Rock. And again, they have been real cheap on Amazon lately. Behind Rocky, we got the Batman Begins Batman, but I have the hallucinated Batman pieces on him. I do want to get a second one so that I can have a normal Batman on display as well. But this look is just so cool that I have not been able to change it out. Yeah, again, Mafex is just doing some really amazing things. So there in the back we got the SHF Mark 6 Iron Man. amazing figure. Definitely one of my favorite Iron Man figures I own. It just looks sweet. And the holo armor is very nice, nicely made. The lights could be brighter, but I barely ever have them on. And I do want to get a few more from the holo armor line. Up above, still in box, although I have opened them. I just put them back in box and had them on the wall. These Hypermotion Disc Wars figures. They're interesting. Some of them are pretty decent, especially this Wolverine. They do have limited articulation, but they have it where it counts, where you can get a few poses out of them. They're really nicely sculpted and very clean, and I would still like to get a few more from the line. So then moving up, we have the Revoltech Alien Queen. It really captures the look of the Queen and her spindly nature, but she's still creepy as hell. The sculpt isn't 100%, but I have the NECA Alien Queen if I want 100%. This one is fun to pose, and under different lighting, it has all different kinds of blues and browns going on. In front of her is the bank robber Joker from The Dark Knight. This one was on my radar for a very long time, and much like the Batman Begins figure, they've pretty much sat around 40 to 45 shipped, which is an amazing deal, especially for that Batman, since the new figures are coming out with pieces for that one. So I think Hiya Toys is an import line. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do have this, what is it, the Spitter? I think it's some kind of acid spitter alien. I just thought it looked cool. So then next to that is the Revoltech Alien Warrior, and this is another great little figure. Looks great with the Queen. Really nice metallic blues and browns. Amazing articulation. So then behind the Warrior is the SH Monster Arts AVP Warrior, I believe. Yeah, the Warrior from Aliens vs. Predator. Super, super nice figure. It can't pop apart on you, but much like things from the line, they pop back in, and just takes some patience for some poses, but it can do pretty much anything you want. And the sculpt and paint is just so nice. Do have them in this kind of like swimming pose, sort of like the Resurrection aliens. And then back there, the Revoltech War Machine. Really, really nice figure. Probably, I mean, it's definitely my favorite War Machine I have. As far as MCU, just is really nice. I never did get an SHF version or anything. I was always happy with this one. And next to him in the back, definitely one of my all-time favorite figures. One of my favorite Revoltechs, all of that jazz, is the Mark I Revoltech Iron Man figure. It is super duper nice, and it can really get into a lot of poses. It just looks amazing, and I'm very glad I picked it up back when I did. Then there is the Tony Stark figure from SH Figuarts. Really, really nice figure. They already have gotten better with the face tech, with that Hall of Armor Mark, what is it, 4 or something? I forget. But the one with the glasses and donuts, I really do want to get that one. Another one of my favorites, I got real early into my collecting, was the Revoltech Mark V. And I mean, the new Hall of Armor SHF Mark V looks really nice, but since I gotta be picky, and I have this one that I'm still very happy with, I then that wouldn't be one of the Hall of Armors that I would pick up. Then I have this Microman Batman. I believe this is an import. Pretty sure. It's very nice for this, small figure. Like some imports or even some Marvel Universe figures. Stuff pops off, but pops back on, and I mean, he's got articulation everywhere, double jointed things, and it's very nice. Pretty nice figure. Lots of accessories. If you can get one cheap, I say go for it. And then the Revoltech Mini Mark 6. This is just as fantastic as their bigger figures. I love it. It scales with Marvel Universe as well. And yeah, lots of accessories and super fun to pose. And same goes for the War Machine, the Micro Revoltech. I love it. Just as good as the bigger one. This one's kind of got deeper red in the eyes, and the sculpt on the eyes looks a little meaner. So that's everything, not including statues and busts and hot toys and stuff like that. Just all the stuff that is about 6-inch scale or smaller. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But again, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to new subscribers. Thanks for watching my last video. And just stay tuned for the next one. Alright, that's gonna do it. See you guys next time. Thanks. Peace. Man, that took a lot longer than expected.